Hello, fellow Gleeks. I don't know why, but every time I say the word Gleek, it feels so much more aggressive than it actually is, and I really can't tell you why. How do you do, fellow Gleeks? Like, why does that sound aggressive? I really can't tell you. But hello, everyone! If you don't know who I am, my name is To Kakun, and I am a recovering Gleek. What does that mean? Oh, I don't know how to explain it. Recovering? I just, I've been working really hard to not listening to Glee consistently. And it works sometimes if I'm focused on something else. So that's why today I thought I would reverb. I'm doing karaoke. Fine, I'll take it off just for you because you hate it so much. I'll take it off just for you because you hate it so much. It's like a slushy got thrown in my face. It's like someone pointed at me and went, haha, nerd, you're using reverb before you started singing? It's just like I'm in a Glee club. Oh, wait. I am. Crazy work. It's like I'm already in the Glee club, and I guess if you're in a Glee club, you should sing. What do you call it? When you're in Rome, you must do as the Romans do or something. I don't actually know what that phrase is. I don't use it very often. But today we're in the choir room to educate you on this really important part of Glee that everyone likes a lot and no one's ever complained about, which is the mashups. Because it's a part of Glee that actually no one's ever complained about or had opinions on or disliked about the TV show. Everyone actually loved every single mashup that ever came out and no one ever thought that any of them were bad. If we're being honest. Which I'm not being right now. Because everyone loves a mashup. But today, we'll be singing some of the mashups that are, some of them are recorded with background vocals with me. Some of them have me on screen. Not all of them. And then some of them, I'll have, I guess it's just one of them. Has a guest singer from this one YouTuber who does like sing-alongs. Actually, two of them have guest singers who are sing-along people because I felt like I couldn't sing the male part good enough. So there's also that. But I'll be telling you a little bit about each one of the ones that I really like when we go through them because I feel like it's important lore to my backstory that everyone obviously cares about because I am a part of the Glee season cast 7 that everyone knows about and is really popular, obviously. But to start us off today, we have one of the most influential Glee mashups that I've ever experienced in my life, which is the amazing mashup called Halo/Walking on Sunshine, which actively I used to watch the Vitamin C episode whenever I was sick ever since that episode came out and I started watching Glee. If I was sick, I was at home watching this episode and I can't tell you why. There's something wrong with my head and I really don't know how to explain that any better to you. And if you hear me mute constantly, it's because I don't know what's wrong with my throat, but there's something wrong with my throat today and I don't really care. You know, as Rachel Berry would say, the show must go on or whatever. Blinkathon Reed, thank you! Welcome, by the way. I hope that you guys have had a great time loving Glee. Let me turn off this background music because I've learned from my last stream how to do it correctly. This is Halo/Walking on Sunshine. If it'll play, this will be it. Oh, remember those walls I built? Well, baby, they're tumbling down. They didn't even put up a fight. They didn't even make a sound. It's like I've been awakened. Every rule I had you breaking. It's the risk that I'm taking. and I'm never gonna shut you out. Everywhere I'm looking now, I'm surrounded by your embrace. Baby, I can feel your halo. See halo, halo, see halo, 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 halo. And don't it feel good? Used to think that maybe you loved me. Now, baby, I'm sure. And I just can't wait till the day when you knock on my door. Oh, now, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? Oh, right now, I can say hello. Oh, yeah. Hello. I can say hello. Hello. I can say hello. Hello. Oh my gosh, don't hear anything. That didn't happen. And also, angels. That was the Halo Walking on Sunshine amazing part of season 1 of Glee from Vitamin C. And I will tell you, to this very day, I still think it's like literally insane crazy sauce that she was just giving them like medication that they shouldn't be having. Like that the nurse just did. Oh, I guess she's not a nurse, but I mean, like, but she kind of is a nurse. Like, I still think about it. But I mean, you know, of all the messed up things that Terry did as a character, she did in fact not give Quinn any bad medication while she was pregnant. And you know what? That's like her only redeeming quality as a person. Of all the crazy things that she did, I will say that's like her one redeeming quality is that she didn't give drugs to a pregnant girl. Well, she only did it because she wanted to take a baby? I mean, yeah. But she didn't do it anyway, you know? Like, she didn't drug a pregnant woman. So, you know, I guess there's like 0.67... Sorry, why did I say that? Sorry. 0.5. Sorry, I'll pick a better number. 0.5% of positivity in her favor, and it's that one singular thing. Of the 100 points she could have, I'll give her 0.5% positivity for that, and everything else is bad. My favorite thing about Terry is that when you watch like interviews of her actor, though, she seems like such a nice person, and I really don't understand. But I guess a lot of very nice people play very toxic characters really well. Or that's what my acting teachers in school used to tell me. Not that I was in acting school, but because that would be really loser to be like, you know, like I wouldn't like to go to theater school like, oh ew, cringe, like I would never me I would never do that. And I'm a recovering Glee addict, so it means I'm in recovery, and I'm not a theater kid, and I'm not a Glee kid. I would never go to theater school and spend a bunch of money that I'm still paying back to do that. That wouldn't be me, and I haven't done that, and that didn't happen to me because I'm really normal. And because I'm really normal and not a theater kid, and because I am so normal, and you know, I'm not a theater kid, and I'm really cool, and everyone says that all the time. They always say, oh, Toka, you're like really cool. Like, we think you're such a cool person. Your aura, as they say, the kids say nowadays, it's so off the charts, you know? Everyone says that to me. And because of that, because I'm so alpha and such, the next song will be a song called, it will be a song from season 3 called Anything Goes / Anything You Can Do. And it's very not theater kidcore, okay? Just so you know. Times have changed, and we've often rewound the clock since the Puritans got a shock when they landed on Plymouth Rock. If today any shock they could try to stem, instead of landing on Plymouth Rock would land on them. In olden days, a glimpse of stalking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows anything goes. Good authors too, who once knew better words, now only use four-letter words. Writing prose, anything goes. Anything you can be, I can be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Pretend I'm tap dancing. It's really easy to do when you're a VTuber because your legs obviously move like that. So do my arms, just so you know. And I'm like super cool and have a red beret because that's what theater kids do, obviously. The world has gone mad today, and good's bad today, and black's white today, and day's night today, when most guys today, the women cries today, are just silly gigolos. Any note you can hold, I can hold any note longer than you. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, that is Anything Goes from the hit TV show / Anything I Can Do, hit TV show, Anything Goes the musical. From the hit drama TV show that does not take place on a boat, on a stage theater set, Anything Goes, which is the real thing we're all addicted to, which is Sunfoster's voice. I'll never forget when she like showed up, because I watched the first Glee project. And when she showed up as like that featured character, I was like, that makes so much sense. I was like, this makes so much sense, but also like, why do they care so much? I like thought that as soon as it happened, I was like, why is your brain rot so bad that because you saw one girl sing like really good? Like as if you wouldn't go to Nyata and have like a shit ton of people at school who were probably better than you. I remember thinking that, and I was like, maybe they shouldn't go to theater school. Why do they care? I was like, don't you get bullied at school like every day? Is your skin not thick enough to deal with one girl being better than you? That's like, the whole entirety of theater school is going to school and being like, damn, I'm just normal. I used to think I was a little strange and weird, and then I went to theater school and then I felt better about myself, you know? I'm actually the most normal one here. What's that meme? It's like that meme, right, on Twitter where it's like, I'm so normal, and then like everyone is like actually really weird. I was so normal in theater school. Smiles, grins, does a silly little dance that I can do with my 2D model. But I always listen to that because I really, really liked Lindsay in the Glee project. And you'll actually find out that I have 3 songs, or 2 songs, no, 3 songs? 2 songs, I don't remember. I have a couple songs from the Glee project on my set list today, because if you don't know what the Glee project is, then you probably should look it up and watch it. I promise you can find ways to watch it online. Smiles, and they're totally legal, Smiles. But it's a amazing reality TV show that aired on Oxygen, where people would like compete to be characters on Glee. And if you ever read anything about the process of it, apparently it was very traumatic and actually very not that great. But hey! It was television, and what did Oshinoko teach us? Lindsay pierced my star. The way they edited you was a war crime. I know, right? I loved her. And then like when you read like all of the stuff about her in like the articles, you feel like really shit. Like what the frick? That television is evil? I know, it is. Serena, I love you. You're cute. Sorry, anyway. I'm normal, and I would never say something like that because I'm super adorable. But another mashup So some of these mashups I also picked because I was really nice to my parents, and I graced them with being forced to listen to Glee in the car consistently because I made them buy me the CDs, and then I was really nice and I cared about the fact that they like to listen to their music by making them listen to my music in the car because I was a very considerate child. Because I would never force my parents to listen to Glee, but I did force my parents to listen to Glee in the car. Which means that there were ones that they liked a lot more than others based on their own personal music preferences. So the next song is one that my parents were less upset about having to listen to consistently, which is Borderline/Open Your Heart to me from the first season of Glee. And if you watch the music video for this one in the show, you're like, wow, Rachel's crazy, but hey, that was like every single episode that she was in. It wasn't just this one. So this is Borderline/Open Your Heart. Something in the way you love me, don't let me be. I don't wanna be a prisoner, so baby, won't you set me free? Stop playing with my heart, finish what you start when you make my love come down. If you want me, let me know, baby, let it show. Honey, don't you fool around. Don't try to resist me. Open your heart to me, baby. I'll hold the lock and you hold the key. Open your heart to me, darling. I'll give you love if you turn the key. Something in the wires is making such a fool of me. You're making such a fool of me. See you on the street and you walk on by. You're on the street, I see you when you walk on when by. You hold me in your arms, you love me till I just can't see. So you choose to look the other way. Well, I've got something to say. Open your heart to me, baby. I'll hold the lock and you hold the key. Open your heart to me, darling. I'll give you love if you turn the key. I'll hold the lock and you hold the key. Open your heart to me, darling. I'll give you love if you turn the key. Oh, open your heart with the key. You'll notice my favorite thing about singing songs with myself is not remembering which part I assigned myself to sing. My favorite part of singing with myself is totally 100% never forgetting which part of the song that I told myself that I would be singing, and then starting to sing the wrong part, and then stopping, and then restarting at a different part where I remembered where I was actually singing. Because I'm really good at that. I'm such a Finchel hater, but I love that mashup so bad. Actual truth. I mean, what is that line from Glee? I always forget the quote, the where it's like, she sucks as a person, but she's such a good singer. Look, I love a lot of her songs. In fact, when I was doing a Glee karaoke early this week of like songs from season 1/season 2, so many of the songs I actually knew were Rachel songs, but I don't even like her. But she sings like so many good songs. Like she gets assigned so many bangers, but she sucks. There's like, if you like look up, does anyone actually like when you look up Glee Reddit, it's like the first post to show up is like, does anyone actually like Rachel Berry? Oh my god, my man. Oh! I love that song so much. I can't believe she has to sing it. Dude, Glee Tumblr loved Rachel Berry. Yeah, I remember. I remember being on Tumblr and being like, why? But that's because I liked characters that weren't Rachel Berry, and then she would always be so freaking rude, and I was like, what? And I mean, like, yeah, some of the characters I loved were bullies. Okay, and what? Yeah, I'm a Quinn apologist. And what? Yeah, I liked Glee. I liked like Glee. I like Quinn. I like Santana. I like Brittany. I guess I just like the unholy trinity, and I love Marley Rose with every inch and fiber of my being because I used to have a crush on her when I was younger. And she's only in like one mashup, but whatever. I loved Quintana so bad. Well, it had great fan fiction. The thing about Glee, though, is that, like, if you read Faberry fanfiction, they make her seem like she's not a bitch. And it's kind of crazy. Like, Faberry fanfiction is one of the most apologetic of Rachel Berry's flaws as a character. It's crazy. They make her, like the way that they write her internal monologue is so forgiving of every action she's ever taken as a character. They're like, oh, she's tortured. This is hurt comfort fanfiction. And you're like, You're like, I mean, I'm sure we can say anything in fanfiction. That's true, you know. That's what they do. I mean, they'll do whatever they want. Real Melissa is so gorgeous. I know, right? And I loved her as Marley Rose. They made her so soft and cute. Everything about like the way that they wrote her was just so gentle and sweet. And I feel like one of the things that Glee was missing was like a genuinely kind character, you know? Like everyone was like, she was very normal and kind, and I think that they never really wrote her that until her, and then they also ruined her character at the end of her arc, and then they also like made her the center of a love triangle, and I wish that there wasn't a love triangle. Why can't you just let my girl want to be on the radio? Actual question, Glee. Why can't you just let my girl be on the radio and have the time of her life? Whatever. I guess freaking whatever, you know? So, speaking of Marley Rose, this is a sing with me with this person who sings a lot of songs where you can sing along with him on YouTube called Clark on Stage. So this singer is Clark on Stage, but it is one of my favorite mashups of season 4, which is Crazy You Drive Me Crazy. Oh, baby, I'm so into you. You've got that something, what can I do? Baby, you spin me around. The earth is moving, but I can't feel the ground.
Oh, that kind of loving turns a man to a slave. Oh, that kind of loving sends a man right to his grave.
You know I'm crazy, crazy, crazy for you, baby. Crazy, crazy, crazy for you, baby.
Tell me you're so into me that I'm the only one you will see.
Tell me I'm not in the blue, that I'm not wasting my feelings on you.
Every time I look at you,
My heart is jumping, what can I do? You drive me crazy, crazy, crazy. I've been too deep, you know I'm crazy, but it feels alright. Baby, thinking of you keeps me up all night. You know I'm crazy, crazy, crazy for you, baby. Crazy, crazy, crazy for you, baby. Well, that was crazy. Crazy for you, baby. Which was honestly one of the best like mashups that I've listened. Well, one of the ones I listened to the most. I will never forget the character assassination of Jake Buckerman. Those two were so cute together. Well, I think they could have had better writing and they would have ended up together if Ryan Murphy wasn't just like freakishly in love with Ryder slash Blake. You know? I think that they could have been fine together if for some reason Ryan Murphy just wasn't in love with Ryder Lynn's character. You know? Like, what was so great about him? He was just a plain milk toast sort of guy. You know? But anyway. The only thing Ryan Murphy knew how to do was write Klain. I mean, that's kind of true. Except I really got sad when they were fighting all the time in like season 6. But also, they had to do that in order for the most iconic moment of Glee to happen, which is Sue Sylvester being the character from Saw? Which was, for some reason, there being Sue Sylvester as Saw? I'll never understand what happened, but I think that's kind of amazing. Also, the Klain locker was kind of funny too, the Hurt locker. That was actually kind of iconic. Season 2 of the Glee Project makes me so mad to this day, because what do you mean he won? Yeah. You know, my favorite thing about the Glee Project Season 2 was that everyone that was not the winner should have won. But, you know, there are a lot of things about Season 2 of the Glee Project that really pissed me off, because my favorite person in the Glee Project, who I didn't think would win, but she was my favorite anyway, was Nellie. And the way that they, like, forced her to, like, kind of be, like, sexual when that isn't her personality, and they were like really obsessed with it for some reason, kind of really pissed me off, like to many degrees. But you know, that's life, I guess. And because, you know, that's life, and we all love the Glee Project so much, may I introduce you to one of my favorite mashups from the Glee Project. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not normally like this, but it's just how I woke up, so. But that's just how I woke up, so you're gonna get it today. Anyway, this is the Moves Like Jagger / Milkshake from the Glee Project. This is the Moves Like Jagger / Milkshake from the Glee Project. Anyway. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I'll have to know you want it. The thing that makes me what the guys go crazy for. They lose their minds the way I whine. Just do for the stars. If it feels right, then aim for my heart. If you feel like, oh, take me away, I'll make it okay. I swear I'll behave. You wanted control, so we waited. I put on a show, and I make it. You say I'm a kid, my ego is big. I don't give a shit. Can you see me? You're on it. You want me to teach thee techniques that freak these boys. It can't be bought, just no thieves get caught. Watch if you're smart. You wanna know how to make me smile. Ooh, take control, own me just for the night. And if I share my secret, you're gonna have to keep it. Nobody else can see this. Hey, hey, hey! Shake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. Take me by the tongue and I'll know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I don't need to try to control you. Look into my eyes and I'll own you with the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I don't need a tongue and I'll know you. Kiss me till you're drunk and I'll show you all the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. I've got the moves like Jagger. Wow! That is the Moves Like Jagger from the Glee Project Season 2. Which was a very interesting decision as a song. But I mean, it's kind of sick, so, and I also, you know, I feel like more people should know that it exists. Which is, you know, like, the thing about the Glee Project is that it's really hard to watch currently, and I just think that there were a lot of really, like, sick songs. What a curious mashup. I would have never thought of it. But I mean, I also wouldn't have thought about one of the other mashups that I'm not singing today, which is Centerfold, Get Hot in Here, from Season 4 of Glee, which is the song they were singing while they were doing, like, a yearly calendar, which is actually a really good mashup, but I would have never thought to put Centerfold and Hot in Here together either. But you know what song I think makes a lot of sense that they put together that's also from the Glee Project that I'm singing today? It's this little mashup that's called Under Pressure, Ice Ice Baby, which is the infinitely better inclusion of Ice Ice Baby in the Glee canon because Mr. Shu is not singing it. And so that's my defense for why Under Pressure / Ice Ice Baby is infinitely the best inclusion of Ice Ice Baby in the Glee franchise. Anyway, this is the song. If it'll play. Can it play? Please play. Ice Ice Baby. Ice Ice Baby. Ice Ice Baby. Ice Ice Baby. Let's kick it. Pressure pushing down on me, pressing down on you. No man asked for. Under pressure that burns the building down, splits the family in two, puts people on streets. It's the terror of knowing what this world is about. Watching some good friend screaming, let me out, pray tomorrow takes me higher. Pressure on people on streets. Ice, ice, baby. Ice, ice, baby. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flowing like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights, ha, and I'll glow. To the extreme, I rock a mic like a vandal, light up a stage and wax a hump like a candle. Dance! From verse speaker like booms, I'm killing your brain with a poisonous mushroom, deadly. When I play a dope melody, anything less than the best is a felony. Love it, believe it, it better gain weight. You better hit the bullseye, the kids don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves it. Give ourselves one more chance. Why can't we give ourselves one more chance? Why can't we give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love, give love? 'Cause love's such an old-fashioned word, and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the night, and love dares you to change our way of caring about ourselves. This is our last dance. This is ourselves under pressure. Ice, ice, baby. Pressure. Ice, ice, baby. Wah! And that was our last song on today's set list from the Glee Project. And that's our last song from the Glee Project, which is Under Pressure, Ice Ice Baby. Though there are other mashups from the Glee Project that were also good, but I couldn't find the instrumentals for those ones, so that means we're not singing those. Smiles. But we have a lot more songs that we still have for today's karaoke. And one of them is what do you call? What some might say is like one of the most, I guess, popular like mashups from Glee. Like it's pretty insanely popular. And I remember when I first listened to it, I was like, oh my god, this is like what, like I like when I was a kid, I made me so emotional. But like the episode, now that I think about it, I'm like, this is like a part of what they brought up in it was very like I was like, this is a very interesting way to write Quinn's character, but also, I mean, it's not bad. I just was like, interesting. But I mean, they had to include it, I guess, also because most of what Rachel Berry is also like she has to mimic Barbra Streisand's struggles because that's just part of her personality. So this is the very iconic Glee mashup, Pretty Unpretty, or I Feel Pretty / Unpretty. Oh wait, I forgot I have to move over because she's on stream. She has to join. Sorry, she has to join. Rachel has to join. Let me move over for her. I think this is enough. I think this is enough to accommodate her. It's not. Wait, I have to be bigger. Now I'm accommodating her. Okay. I wish I could tie you up in my shoes, make you feel unpretty too. I was told I was beautiful, but what does that mean to you? Look into the mirror, who's inside there? The one with the long hair. Oh my god. I started at the wrong point! Don't listen to me! Don't listen to me! I wish I could tie you up in my shoes, make you feel unpretty too. I was told I was beautiful, but what does that mean to you? Look into the mirror, who's inside there? The one with the long hair. Same old me again today. Oh my god, I thought you would be singing by now. My outsides are cool, my insides are blue. Every time I think I'm through, it's because of you. I've tried different ways, but it's all the same. At the end of the day, I have myself to blame. I'm just tripping. You can buy your hair if it won't grow. You can fix your nose if it says so. You can buy all the makeup that Mac can make. But if you can't look inside you, find out who I am to be in a position to make me feel so. I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. Oh, 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 tonight. Oh, 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 pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright. You can look inside you, find out who I am to be in a position to make me feel so. I feel pretty, but unpretty. Wah! That is I Feel Pretty / Unpretty from season 2 of Glee. Which did you like that I made myself look like a loser who was because all I did to make her look like a geek and a loser was to add glasses and a blanket, and I don't really know. I was like, should I look up a bandage to see if I can put a bandage on my nose? But then everyone always says that my model doesn't have a nose, so I thought to myself, well, what am I gonna put on then? I was like, well, then what am I gonna put it on then? Everyone's just gonna be like, bandage on your face? So I did not do that. So instead, I didn't do that. Instead, I was like, well, everyone can just imagine that her nose is broken or something. Anyway, while I'm already standing here, why don't we sing the next mashup? That is, it's not as popular, but I think it's one of the most banger mashups in Glee. which is and the one I listen to probably the most, which is "Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend / Material Girl." It is from season 4 and includes my favorite character, Marley. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you feed your meow pussycat. Men grow old as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear-shaped, these rocks won't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Tiffany! 'Cause we are living in a material world, and I am a material girl. Come and get me, boys. Roscoe! Talk to me, Harry Seidler, tell me all about it! There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice. Ow! But get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Let's make love. Best friend. Best friend. Everything's going so well. Ow! 'Cause that's when those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Oh, oh, oh. And that is Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend / Material Girl from the mashup episode of season 4. I think it's season 4. It could be season 5. If I know, actually, at that point. All those two seasons kind of blend in together a lot. Actively, they kind of blend in together a lot. Wait, why am I so small still? Can I get bigger? Wait, where am I? Where's my tab that has my model? There we go. I needed to move up a little bit, you know. My horns take up so much space, you know. Now, of the other songs that I have, there is one that I feel sort of like, I remember it dearly because I used to listen to this one a lot whenever I would come home from college, because, like, I'm one of those people, okay? Whatever, it's normal, and it's not like lonely or loser vibes or anything like that, okay? But when I would fly home, or whenever I fly, I have takeoff music and I have landing music. And this song used to be one of my landing songs because if I was flying home for the winter or the holidays, it really gave me like that like reminiscent vibe, you know? So let's move places for this song because I feel like it needs this vibe. Because it takes place in the theater of Glee. So this is a very normal song that isn't like weird to, you know, do anything different. And this is Home / Homeward Bound from season 4, when everyone comes home. Where are the lyrics that I have on this document? I have a Google Doc with all of my lyrics for today, and I know I put them here. There they are. And this is Home / Homeward Bound. I'm sitting in a railway station, got a ticket for my destination. Oh, On a tour of one-night stands, my suitcase and guitar in hand, and every stop is neatly planned for a poet and a one-man band. This wave is stringing us along, along. Just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Every day's an endless stream of cigarettes and magazines. Oh, and each tell not the same to me. The movies and the factories, and every stranger's face I see reminds me that I long to be. The trouble, it might drag you down. If you get lost, you can always be found. Just know you're not alone. No, you're not alone. I'm gonna make this place your home. When my thoughts escaping, when my music's playing, oh, I'm gonna make this place your home. No, you're not alone. Oh, no, you're not alone. Wow! That is Home from season 4 of Glee, home/homeward bound. Excusez-moi for getting half the name of the song. Excuse-moi, but guys, I forgot half the name of the song. But it is, one of my most favorite mashups because I always listened to it when I was landing and stuff. But, we have 2 more songs that we have to get through today, I believe. And the first one's a little bit longer, so I guess we'll do that one first. But this one is, it's one of the ones that my parents actually really like. And I've never even sang it before. I've listened to it a lot. So if it sucks, you don't have to tell me. But, so it sucks. I mean, I guess you don't have to tell me. But, it is another Clark on Stage song. And it is, One Less Bell to Answer / A House Is Not a Home. If it ever plays, we'll sing it. One less bell to answer, one less egg to fry, one less man to pick up after. I should be happy, but all I do is cry.
No more laughter.
Oh, I should be happy.
Oh, why did she go?
I only know that since he left, my life's so empty. Though I try to forget it, just can't be done. Each time the doorbell rings, I still run. I end each day the way I start out, crying my heart out. One less egg to fry, one less man to pick up after. No more laughter, no more love. Since he went away, since he went away. A chair is still a chair, even if there's no one sitting there. Well, I'm not meant to live alone. Turn this house into a home. When I climb the stair and turn the key, oh, please be there. Still in love with me. Each time the doorbell rings, I still run. I'm lucky I've got one less man to pick up after. No more laughter, no more love. Since he went away, since he went away, all I do is Wah! That is one less spell to answer / a house is not a home. And that was Clark on stage. Thank you for always singing songs that I want to sing, the duet part 2 that I don't want to record for. Thank you so much. Thank you. Anyway. We have one last song today and not a lot of time, so we're going to jump pretty fast into it. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today and hanging out with all the girls. And please make sure to support the rest of this relay if you want, to make sure that you check out the rest of the girls, regardless of whether I rate into them or not, which I will rate into the next person. But if not, the playlist is right there. It's pinned. I have a spelling error. It says you when I didn't mean to do that. Don't freaking look at that. Anyway, Anyway, this is head over feet. This is head over feet / I feel the earth move. It is from season 6, one of my favorite mashups because it is Yuri and it is Santana and Britney. Anyway, LOL. Let's go. Anyway, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. Don't listen to that. Sorry. Where am I? Where is it? There it is. No, it's not. Actually, did I even export it? Actually, no. Did I export it? Did I even export it? I don't remember. I didn't export it. Doesn't matter. We're singing a different one. We don't have time. Anyway, the other one, I have extra songs. That's why I have them prepared on the side because I get anxious. We're singing a different one that's more slow. Who cares? This next one is actually, you already won me over / something else. I forget the name of it. It's long. Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly. time and again I thought about it. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. Will you still love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken. When the night meets the morning sun. You've already won me over in spite of me. And don't be alarmed if I fall head over feet. And don't be surprised if I love you for all that you are. All that you are. Will you still love me tomorrow? You've already won me over. Will you still love me tomorrow? Yeah, yeah. Wow, that was the last song of the evening. Will you still love me tomorrow? / head over feet. But I will see you guys all hopefully later. But right now we're going to raid into Lucky Love Shot. But thank you so much, Ava and Benny, for hosting this, and I will see you all soon. Thank you again.